So without question, it is one of the most awaited, most anticipated days on the footballing calendar. So many teams, so many ambitions, and only a handful will go forward to achieve those ambitions. That is the nature of our fascinatingly competitive game. The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. It could be in here. Roberto Carlos kept his eye on it, and he's there. Oh, that's a key interception. Doué. Julie.
You know, for me, Peter...
And the finish! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Decent strike, kept it fizzing low.
I actually like to see that in shots at goal, when there's a noticeable effort to get over the ball and keep it down.
And we have our very first corner. David Villa! Oh, didn't catch it right.
Oh, his instinct was brilliant, but not the finish.
Belts one. And no one is overly concerned about that.
No, it's a fair attempt. I think he felt he could line one up there. The odds were never really in his favour.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Roberto Carlos. He's picked his way through.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
Bellingham. David Villa! I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Davis gets into a good big chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Pinches it off him. Doué. Quietly revving up. Nice ball, and he might be in here. Oh, shooting chance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Oh, what a climb! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Yeah, he may have snatched it down a bit, even though it was quite close.
David Villa. Doué. It may be goalless, but it is not without interest.
Yeah, the tempo is strong and the game has flair and lots of potential for me.
Great ball if he can get there. That is a brilliant interception. Danger averted for now. Rudiger. Passing nice and neat. Neymar, it's Neymar! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead!
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
Milan have broken through, it's 1-0.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
York. And that could set him on his way. Oh, smashing header! And another try! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
Yeah, he'll be a little vexed with himself, having done well to get there first.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Big header! Oh, taken with style! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. What a great header, got plenty on that.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Milan are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
He's found a way through. That is lovely. Bellingham proves just a little bit too strong. Maradona
are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
York, face to face with the keeper. He's had a hit! Yes! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them. That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
A case now of complete control.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And he was quick to react. Played back in. Bellingham. And it's Maradona.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
And he's following up! And that is a truly outstanding save. And this could be the final action of the first half. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Mbappe. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, this certainly hasn't gone the way most of us in the ground had expected in advance. Granted, it is very pleasant if you're on the right side of it all.
This looks well and truly sewn up already, Peter, but please feel free to forget what I've just said if there's a spectacular turnaround.
Milan have established themselves in a position of absolute supremacy. An action-packed 45 minutes, and they have raced into a 3-goal lead. Here we go again then. Guardiola. Mbappe. And they win it back again. Oh, that's well spotted. Mbappe. It's a really well-measured ball. Mbappe. De Ligt. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe has a shot! It is a very, very good save.
Sao Paulo just served up a reminder of how good they can be on the break. Their method is clear.
He's played him through, and he's managed to get free. Good read, needed to be. Guardiola.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
That's been cut out, well played. De Ligt. 3-0 the score, and very little to suggest that much is going to change. Costa Curta. And here's Beckham. And it's Maradona. Now the finish! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And here's Mbappe. And here's Torres. Quarter of an hour into the second half.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Neymar. That's going to go a long way.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 4, numero 10, Neymar. Numero 18, lasciano il campo per il numero 8.
Nice ball and he's in here.
Il numero
Collar.
20, il
York
numero 9.
is fouled. And that's going to be a booking.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Beckham is behind this one. Beckham! And he should have made it 4.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Torres. Oh, and he's through the middle. Davis spots it and intercepts. He's through. Great hit! It's in! They're back within reach! And that's it. That was always inevitable. So is this the start of a comeback? Mbappe. Beckham. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Milan still have the cards to affect this game. And he's found a way past. Chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Davis. And Beckham! Sticks it away! And that takes him up to 30. 30 goals for this side.
Ha segnato al
Any
74esimo
deeper
minuto.
thoughts about that goal?
Well, I thought once he got the first part of it right by getting his knee over the ball, it was always likely to be drilled very low, and so it proved.
Milan grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy. Collar. Adams calmly anticipates. And he's on his way! Beckham, and he's being shifted off it. And here's Maradona.
Carlos really added the width there thanks to his willingness to make the run.
York. No, that's been intercepted. And it's played forward. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Neymar. And here's Mbappe. And he's quick to snatch it back. Costa Curta. Bebeto is onto it in a flash. Messi. Now that's well seen too. Collar. Messi. Mbappe. Now it's Beckham. Always onto this. Van Dijk cuts it out. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, there's a probing ball. And he's intervened well there. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe! Mbappe!
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Neymar. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Bebeto goes steaming forward. Davis. Beckham with a fine tackle. Maradona. Fernando Torres. That is good alertness. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other, quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw. So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. Well, we're on the way. Diogo Dalot is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Italy is the country of great defenders, Peter, and this fella, Alessandro Bastoni, looks very much in line to be its latest representative. I think being an Italian defender, we all know he's very much from the school of no-nonsense, but I really like his technique, and again, he's one of these centre-backs or defenders who can get his head up and just pick out a wonderful pass, 40, 50, 60 yards.
Okay, interesting. And that has been clubbed away. Palmeiras have it back and can go again. Mbappe, Neymar, Messi. And it's Nakata. Oh, Red, nice interception. He won't be happy with that one. Beckham. And here's Neymar. Just eases him off the ball. Lizarazu, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. And it's Messi.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Great ball if he can get there. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. York chasing after it. York, Mbappe, Beckham. That's an excellent interception. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Mbappe! Messi. Beckham. Van Dijk. Antonio Silva. Well, there's the clearance. Well, they've got it again. Messi. Spread it left.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Messi. Hernandez promptly onto that, and that is that. Beckham. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Couldn't squeeze it through. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Beckham. And he's cut it out. Nakata. Messi. And here's Mbappe. Nice interception, well timed. Hernandez clears. He is just caressing the ball. York! He scored!
Well, players of his stature just live for moments like that. Another really important contribution as we near half-time, and it can make such an impact on each mindset. Milan clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
Milan have fired themselves in front.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Messi. No way through there. Messi. York. Messi. Keeper's dealt with that. And there's the end of the first half. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room, and while there was a genuine flow about the game, most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Milan go in at half-time with a slender one-goal lead. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out, see if you can open them up a bit more.
Diogo Dalot. Davids. Nakata. And it's Beckham. To Messi. Played out to the right. And that's not going to reach. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Messi. Messi. Oh, that's fabulous. There's the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Looking for the runner. Now it's Nakata. Oh, played through for the wide man. And the shot's on. And Beckham! They've done it! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Oh, listen, the writing was on the wall. It looked like this was going to happen, and it has.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Palmeiras grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before the ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
Cafu. Oh, this is a great position. Palmeiras needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
That's a sharp pass. Adams gets across to intercept that. Messi. Beckham. Beckham. Messi. And it's Nakata. Beckham. Now it's Ribery. He's found a way through. Moved on forwards. Mbappe. Great ball, and he's in here. Real chance! Goal, Milan! And they get themselves in front!
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 8. Messi.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Numero 18.
Milan take the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
They're coming again and again. Shot a goal! He scored! 2 up and threatening to pull clear. Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Lizarazu. Milan have scored 2 quick goals here and are firmly in control at 3-1. And it's Nakata. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Schneider. Nakata. Ribery. Bebeto. Milan do have a chance to counter here. He's looking wide. The fullback is in acres of space here. Keeper has taken decisive action. Schneider. Stood up well to him there. Collier. Now this could be a chance. Foden. Foden. And it's Beckham. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Good play on the left-hand side here. Collier. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. That's been intercepted. Can he finish? They want to be quick to recover this. And again! And more, and more, and more! And he is away! The launch of a brand new hero. It was a great finish, and time is up. Milan, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick, and such fun. You really would fear for anyone playing up against them right now. York voted man of the match, and deservedly so. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Milan definitely impressing me here, especially the way that it...
Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. It's out for a goal kick. And it's Rivaldo. Well timed, excellent interception. That has not gone well. Beckham. Passing is crisp and sharp. Looking for a shot at goal! Collar is flagged offside. Neymar making his 100th appearance here today, of course.
Yeah, this is the first big landmark he'll hit, Peter, so I'm not sure he sees any real significance in it, but to me, it's a foundation that can only stand him in good stead for the remainder of his career.
And he was quick to react. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And it's Son Heung-min. Ribéry. Can he put it away? Well, now it's a race for the ball. Van Dijk cuts out the pass. He's through here. Gabriel makes the interception. Now it's Szoboszlai. Mbappe. Oh, well played. Rivaldo. Milan still without a single shot on target. Now it's Rivaldo. Now it's Drogba. Conte. Vasco da Gama applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course the returns can be terrific. Now it's Neymar. Davis wriggles his way through. Collar. And the shot! Goal! Milan! And he celebrates his 30th goal. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Milan are in front now, the game's only goal.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Looking for the runner. Conte. Ribéry providing an outlet on that flank. Son Heung-min picked out brilliantly. Great ball, and he's in here. Oh, important interception. Well, this man's contribution is, as you would expect, proving terrific.
Well, not only can a player of such high calibre show the imagination to set up a goal, but he can also produce when the pressure's on to deliver a big moment. This guy was...
It's Son Heung-min! Oh, taken with style! And once more, we are all square. You score, we score!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character. Vasco da Gama clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Vasco da Gama with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And that should get the job done. Alexander-Arnold. No, it's not getting there. And it's Rivaldo. Now it's Neymar. Conte. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, that's fabulous. Lovely bit of skill. Now it's Kante. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. Corner number 2 then. Punched away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, that's well spotted. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Neymar engages and forces him off the ball. Beckham standing over it. Oh, smashing header! This time, surely! That's a little off target. And he's intervened well there. Nicely aimed pass.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
That looks a decent ball. Son Heung-min. And through to the goalkeeper. And that'll be the last act of the first half. A pretty decent watch this, and each side has contributed in equal part. Couple of very good goals for the crowd to enjoy, and a game which is right on the edge. At half-time, it's 1 each. Well, the scoreline indicates a pretty tight game, but there has been a lot of action in it, and it has been an exceptionally good watch. The score at half-time, 1-1. So once again, we're underway. Antonio Silva. Gabriel kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Conte, he's gone forward. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Davids, chance here to counter. And here's Drogba.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Milan have their second corner now. And it's hoisted clear. Out for a throw. Beckham. Interception, his positioning was spot on. Robertson, and it's Ribery. Always onto this. Son Heung-min. Van Dijk gets across to intercept that. That looks a cracking ball. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Ribery in acres of space out wide. Conte. Son Heung-min! Goal! Vasco da Gama! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! All over in seconds. That's what they can do to you.
Well, this is a well-rehearsed drill. As soon as possession is regained, the commitment to attack is lethal.
And now he has two. Vasco da Gama go into the lead.
Yeah, they deserve great credit for turning things around, but they'll now need the defensive resilience to equal that attacking flair.
Substituição.
And it's Conte. Davids running with the ball. Collier. Messi. Collar. Real chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Milan are definitely going about this the right way.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
And that is exemplary defending.
Well, what can you say about that? Just about everything was stacked against him and he still came through.
York. Ribéry. He's got full. Really well taken goal. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Broad smiles all round. It is indeed a fine, fine header.
Superb timing to generate that power, threw a really strong neck behind it, and he gave the keeper little opportunity.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Yeah, it's always a dangerous time when you've just scored. You can easily lose focus and then bang, you're pegged back again.
Ribéry. Collier. Shot could be on. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Oh, that's a key interception. And it's Messi.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep.
Well, they deserve an awful lot of credit for their commitment to the cause, but it's a goal credit that would be most welcome now.
Oh, can he get onto this? Bebeto. And the shot! It's run loose. Oh, it's fallen kindly here. Van Dijk is there, and he can get that clear. Diogo Dalot.
Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into areas of possibility.
Can he spark a counter here? Rudiger calmly anticipates. York! Well, it looked promising, but the final ball is just not quite right. Now it's Son Heung-min into the last 5 minutes. Now it's Bebeto. Oh, he's done well, great stop.
Well, they've got to get everyone forward, and maybe even the keeper.
Substituição no time do Vasco da Gama. Camisa 13. Camisa 21, camisa 20, camisa 14, deixando o campo.
And the header!
Camisa
He's
2,
done very well to get to that.
camisa
York
53,
actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Camisa 12.
Messi goes hurtling down that left-hand side. And that's a good intervention.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
And he's managed to gift it back. Kola, that's a fabulous chance! Oh, yes, it's there! Late in the day, this could well be it!
Well, when the game's played like that, it's made to look very simple. You know, I love watching football like this. Easy, effective, 1-2 and bang. Thanks very much.
And that's it. Milan have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure. Kola picking up the Man of the Match award.